Dougie Burt, Mr. Stuart Grice here from Doug Burt's Tackle World. How you going, Stu?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. We're good. We've been fishing this week? A couple of times. Yeah.
You've been a couple of times,
Yeah.
I've been once.
Yeah, you did well.
Common denominator.
I did bad.
I went once and caught fish. Dougie went a couple of times and he tried a couple of times.
Product
One of
testing.
those things.
We're testing some product which we probably won't stock in our store because it didn't work.
Well, I hope we don't stock it,
No,
but
we
anyway.
don't. We don't. Should have taken the stuff that does work. Okay, so we've got the fish report for this weekend, the 18th and 19th of January 2025. Okay, Stewie. Okay, we all know tomorrow is fishable offshore to around about 10, 11 o'clock.
At this point in time, yes. It was up and down. It's been up and down all week. Like
Yeah, it has.
one weather says it's going to be perfect, Dougie. The next one
Correct.
says it's going to be horrible.
Correct.
But it looks like it's actually shaping up to be
It does,
all right.
mate. It does. So if you're going to go tomorrow morning, is it offshore? And if you want to go Sunday, it is not going to be good. It's going to be 30 knots. It's going to be howling southerlies and a really big swell coming in that's pushed up from that southerly down south. And it will be about 3 metres. So the seaway is going to be cranking on the run-out tide with the big tide. So tomorrow afternoon is going to be woeful. I mean, Sunday afternoon, and probably tomorrow afternoon too, by the way.
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon
When
it
it
does
kicks
turn
in.
around. So.
Yeah. So if you're going to go offshore tomorrow morning, I would suggest probably going on the Spanish mackerel at the front, Stewie.
Yep.
Trolling your favourite colour.
Hard bodies.
Oh, this got
We're
big
trolling hard bodies. Yeah, we just got
Yeah.
plenty in. Lots of
big Helcos
Helcos
that
downstairs.
come in.
A couple of Stratas downstairs too.
Yep, and plenty of other lures as well.
Yeah.
Just trolling at 6 knots around the 18 fathom, 12 fathom, and the diamond reef area. Yeah, give that a crack. And get that there early if you can. It'll be low tide, I think, fairly early in the morning, but you should be able to get the first to run in.
Yeah, you'd be able to
Around
get
about
out
5 o'clock or something like that. Okay, other than that, you could take a punt and zip out to the FAD 12B or FAD 3 area, which is on the 36 fathom reefs, and have a crack for some dolphin fish. Get there early, Stu, fish your pillies around the
Yeah,
pads.
pillies around the fads worked really good on Tuesday when I shot out there and had a fish.
Or troll small skirts like this sort of thing here. There's lots of little flying fish out there still at the moment. And that sort of thing's working well. The coolers are working well. I'm going to sell heaps of coolers this year. And Stewie, of course.
Fat boys.
You've got your colour back in
We
here,
got
Stu.
them back. Nationwide sellout. Well, now we've got stock again. The VG Vanilla Grass Dog. I actually swam the old VG the other day. And
Did you get hooked up on us, Stu?
lived up to its name. Very good. Out of the spread of 5, mate. It was the only one that got bites. Pretty standard. But look, fantastic lure.
Paid fish.
Gold Coast made.
Paid fish.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, Stuart. There is still got a lot of dollies out there. A lot of good fish around that metre plus.
Yep.
And a lot of wahoos still.
Yeah,
And-
so if you want to target wahoo, Dougie, there is a way.
There is a way.
Faster trolling.
Faster trolling with
Yep.
something like so. We finally got these back in. We've done them for about a year. These fellows here, we've got a whole range of colours, and they're a heavy-headed jet head type thing, and these things crank it. They're really, really good. They come in a array of colours.
So rigged on wire, ready to
Yep,
go.
ready to roll.
Yep.
And we also got the Def Tac orange colour back in here, which everyone's been catching. The Wahoo one.
Yep.
So they're back in stock as well. Stewie, a few black marlin around. So trolling those skirts.
Yeah.
Black marlin obviously is bycatch.
Yep.
Or if you're trolling for marlin, the dolphin fish or Wahoo is bycatch.
Yep.
Anyhow, get out there and do it. If you do have a little bit bigger boat and you want to sort of take the chance on that before that wind comes up, just out that little bit further than about 80 to 90 metres of water, it's like a lot better fishing for the Wahoo at the moment because the water's been pushed out a bit dirty from all that rain we had last weekend, and it is dirty out to about 50 metres, and then it gets quite clear. There's a very strong current from the north heading south, and it's running at about, around 2.5 knots, 3 knots.
Fair bit.
And the water temp actually midweek was around 28 degrees on the 36 fathom reef, which is pretty hot. Maybe too hot. Anyhow, not too bad. So give that a crack. The other thing too, Stuart, a lot of snapper caught again on the last few days. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, around 36 and 50s. And
Yeah.
that deeper water.
Yeah.
Still a few around the 24s, but definitely better that little bit deeper. Lots of snappers. Lacanis jigs, always been pretty good, Dougie.
Yeah, they're still the original and best. And they do a range of sizes and colours. Parrotfish as well, a few trade Jew, and a few big Jewies being caught on that moon just recently. But another month's time or 2 months, they'll really start to kick in.
Cool down
Yeah.
a bit,
Start to kick in. Stewie, the other thing we know is spotted mackerel. Like there's been a few down at Palmy and a few Spanish mackerel as well, and mermaid as well, and cobia, by the way.
Yep.
And this year, I would suggest maybe if you are going to be anchored or spot locked onto a bait school, have a go at high speed jigging, these little tiny jigs that we've never had previously in the seasons. We always had slow pitch jigs, but never little high speed small jigs like so. So we have about, seriously, in that 40 to 80 grams, maybe 100 different models to choose from, colours and models. So all over the joint. Anyhow, that's just a couple of them. But so you high speed jig up through that bait school, only about 25 metres deep, but crank it through it, and I reckon you can get smashed.
Yeah.
Stu, that's probably right offshore. A few span crabs around. The current is a bit weird. Actually, on the midweek, sorry, when I was up at the blocks, the current was actually running hard north. It was running at about knot and a half north.
Yeah. Right.
So it's like a back eddy in close because that strong current's come down, causing the back eddies. So anyhow, that was it. We will now move up to jumping pin Stu. So Dewey's have been a bit quiet, I heard, but there's a few flatties around.
A few flatties on that top of the tide, around midday type of thing.
Yep.
Just because that's cleaner water.
Yeah, right.
Very dirty on the run out up the fin.
Yeah, so sort of around 10, 11 o'clock on the weekend, I guess, will be the time to fish it.
Yeah.
Again, good tide for whiting up in those little lagoons at the end of South Stratty, because you want that start of the run-in tide sort of early morning, which it is at the moment. And as tide goes up over the banks, you fish up over the banks of unloaded yabbies and do really well.
Yep.
We'll cast little stick boats and poppers as well, would work as well.
Yep.
Stu, few bream around as always, and there's been plenty of mud crabs.
Yeah, plenty of crabs after that
Crabs are
rain,
good.
so flushed out. They're on the move.
Yep.
But look, while you're up that way, Dougie, trolling little hard bodies along the banks and stuff like that.
Total guarantee on flatties.
Yeah.
And
Still
tail,
fair few.
tail take those too, by the way.
Yeah.
So give that a go. Let's move down to the Broadwater. So the Broadwater end of town. Look, again, it's the same as jumping. Sunday's a wipeout pretty well. It's going to be too windy. So fishing tomorrow if you're going to do it. And I'd suggest probably trying the seaway on the bottom of the tide first, running right on the crack of daylight in the morning. You might get some jacks.
Yep.
You could try vibing, like that sort of thing.
Yeah, vibes work really good, if not liveys.
Yeah, when the tide's not running too hard, these are really, really good. Or liveys, definitely, if you get some liveys, would be the go.
Yep.
Fish on the end, halfway down the north wall and up to the end of it. And there's two ledges and just work out where they are. Try and find the fish. Flatties around the inside on the high tide around 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning. Try casting up on top of the rocks here on the inside of the north wall.
Yep.
Or further up where the timbers are on Stradbroke Island. Give that a go. Crab Island, Stu, the water's pretty clear up there on the high tide.
Yep.
And plenty of whiting drifting through. I actually drifted through there. I haven't told Stu this. Last week it was one morning. I just burned out real quick before work. And I just had some of our preserved worms we sell, which are very, very good. And I just did a couple of drifts through amongst the houseboats there up between the two islands, big crab and little crab. And the whiting are about 28 centimetres, but there's plenty of them. I got like 8 in like 2 drifts. So plenty of whiting there. So give that a go. Probably worth a go for sand crabs as well overnight. Around Crab and further up towards Efferin Island and Sovereign Island. Keep on the deepest part of the edge of the channel as you can. Minimum of about 10 or 15 foot of water if you can.
Yep.
Muddies, Stu, you heard muddies up the Coomera? Or
up the Coomera and up Coombar Lake and stuff like that's been not too bad. Yeah.
Outside the green zone, of course.
Definitely.
Yep. Give that a go. Stu, we got back in some M&D. We got a massive order actually. We're still unpacking it.
Hardy heads, really good for the flatties and stuff like that this time of year when there's a bit weedy and stuff like that around, especially after all that rain. These things glide above the weed and definitely increase your fishing time.
Yep.
Little fat skipper, Dougie.
Fat skipper. So these things are great for like skip casting and under the mangroves and under
Around
jetties and pontoons and stuff like that for jacks. Really, really good. We've got a whole range of colours in those.
And little prawn vibes. So they worked really well last year on the flatties and a range of other species as well.
Just vibing them through bait is really good as well.
Yeah.
Slow vibe. And down the channel, just drift down the channel, say from, if you're in a boat that is, from sort of Runaway Bay down to Bigger Creek, just down through across that coffee rock and shells, and you probably get parrotfish in them too. Or tuskfish, sorry.
Yeah.
Casting
and splash prawns,
splash prawns,
splash prawns, all sizes.
Jacks.
Back and cut in stock.
Yep, really good. Give that a go. So guys, other than that, the whiting are back on at the Nerang River around the Hotter or the old council chambers at Bundle there. And I'd probably try for sand crabs maybe as well along from the TSS Boys School there in the Little River, but overnight's going to be best again. Yeah. And there's been a few whiting also around opposite sort of Mirage and Mariners Cove area, just drifting along that western side of the channel.
Yep.
Yeah, amongst the boats there, all the way down to the Southport Pier. Okay. If you're beach fishing this weekend, you have to fish. Well, you have to fish tomorrow. Sunday's going to be too windy. And worth a crack for whiting, dart, and brim on that coming in tide early in the morning. Fish the gutters, pull yourself some beach worms or pippies. There's always pippies on the beach at the moment recently. It's not too bad. Give that a go. Or further down Mermaid, or further down Tugan, and obviously south of Tweed. It'd be worth a go as well. Stuart, in the Tweed River itself, there's been a few whiting there as well, around the hospital, and a few flaties there as well, and the golf course there, and worth a crack up around Tumbolgin for the jacks. Yep. Give that a go. Anything else you want to add to it? Oh, Freshwater, Stuart, what's happening there?
I haven't heard too much.
No,
just because of that rain, all the time settled weather, and obviously the dam's going over with quite a bit of water on it.
So the dam nearly stopped, and now it's back up to nearly 103%, 102 point something. So it's flowing over again. And as you said, Stewie, probably a bit of action up the back blocks of the dam on the southern end of the dam.
Try to find where that water's flowing in and fish around that type of area.
Give that a go. Yeah. Okay. Aside from that, Stewie, we did our seminar last night on catching mackerel and wahoo on lures. We will be doing one on baits, which will give you a date next week on that one. Probably mid-February, around about that period. Before there's a closure on the
mid-February.
Mid-February, that's right, correct.
Yeah.
So around the same time, so we'll get you all geared up before it reopens again.
Yep.
Stewie, just one last thing. I want to wish my dad a happy 80th birthday today. Happy birthday, Dad. Okay, he's a good old man. Gave me a great life. Yeah. Okay, so until then, don't forget to let your friends know about our YouTube and Instagram pages and our Facebook. Thank you very much. And Stewie, thank you. I will be in, I think next week we'll report first, don't we?
I think so.
Yeah, then we're going to go and do some fishing abroad. Right. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.